Hey everybody, how's it going? Just wanted to check in with you guys and give you a little bit of an update. Tonight we're in Utila, Honduras, and we've been here for about 2 weeks. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I think there's a shot up on our Instagram. You can see we managed to whip up a pretty decent vegan Thanksgiving dinner, but it was not that easy considering the supplies we had here. But I mean, it's really wasn't that bad. We rented an apartment here for 2 weeks for $200, which is really a lot better than what we were spending all throughout Guatemala for accommodation. It comes out to about $14 a day. You know, private doubles are $20 all day in Guatemala. It looks like that in Nicaragua as well. So really good deal, and really interesting island. You know, even if you're not gonna dive, like, it's quite a colorful group of people that live here, and makes for an interesting stay. But anyway, yeah, you can see got our gear all ready to go for 6:30 departure tomorrow on the ferry. Yeah, we're headed down to Leon in Nicaragua, and then we'll head out to the coast, and I'll get to do some surfing, and Isa will get to take in a little bit of sun. But one way or another, I'm really looking forward to Nicaragua. I think it's going to be really cool. What am I forgetting? I don't know. This is our first video, literally, so it's quite I don't know, feels a little bit daunting to me. You know, I know the lighting's bad. This is the best lighting you're gonna get in this place. We have a single fluorescent, overhead light. But oh yeah, so this trip to Leon is gonna be a minimum of 12 hours, possibly 15. We don't really like to travel that quickly, and I think we really intended to take our time. We were going to spend the night in San Pedro Sula, which I know people get a little bit up in arms about that. You know, it's supposed to be the most dangerous city in the world, or has the highest murder rate in the world. But I don't know. I think that's something that it really gets overblown, and we were really looking forward to spending a night there, but and breaking up this trip a little bit, but the money just didn't make sense. Normally we would be willing to break up a trip and kind of spread out that cost of transportation and see a few other places, and in the meantime. But with the cost of buses, of course we could take chicken buses through Honduras just like anywhere else in Central America, but it's just so many transfers, and with all of our electronics gear and things like that, and throwing your gear on top of a bus and it's raining, like it just didn't make sense to do that for us. And the kind of mid-road, like Tika bus, things like that, they're really still quite expensive. From San Pedro Sula, it was still $40 one way to Leon, which I understand you're crossing a border and you're covering a lot of distance, but for our daily budget and just for South American travel, or Central American travel costs rather, that's a bit too much for us. But when we looked at it, it was going to be a minimum of $45, because there's a $5 for the bus from La Ceiba to San Pedro Sula, and for $10 more there's a taxi, or not a taxi, but there's a Tornabé shuttle, and for $55 they take you the whole way. There's Wi-Fi, there's movies playing kind of en route, and a pretty luxurious way to travel for us. So I thought that that was something that would be worthwhile. I think we've kind of, even through trying to keep our budget, I think that we've really learned our lesson that there are times when the few extra dollars are worth it to spend, especially if the experience that you're going to have isn't going to be like a new cultural experience or something like that. It's if that's the case, like, then we would rather travel like the locals travel, but in this case, it really just didn't make sense for us, especially not over a potentially 15-hour day. So anyway, again, I just wanted to touch base and give you guys an update, see where we're at and what we're doing. Anissa will join me next time, so you can see what she's up to. And if you got any questions, leave them in the comments below, and we'll do our best to answer those. Again, happy Thanksgiving, and we'll check back in with you from Nicaragua. All right, take care. Bye.